In today's video, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the top 20 units in a Rise crossover. But before I go and do that, would you guys like yourself a chance to win a free Game Pass? All you have to do is drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment your Roblox username down below. I pick a one lucky winner each video. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So just before we go and get into the video, we're going to be assuming each one of these units is its max rank and is the max level it can go ahead and be. So it's going to be G rank, it'll be G rank, and if it can be SS rank, it'll be SS rank for tier list. I may also say shadows or units a lot. I mean, the exact same thing there. Units, shadows, same thing. Anyway, though, let's go ahead and start off this list there. I'm going to show you guys the damage each unit does at its max damage, or shadow does. Anyway, the first one on this list as number 20 is Snake Man. If you manage to get an SS Snake Man, you're going to be looking in the range of about 25 billion damage. Then it does mean the next one is Blossom, which an SS Blossom will go ahead and do 29.92 billion damage. I'm also going to show you guys how to get all of these units as well. And then the Black Crow will go and do 37.55 billion damage. So all of them are in the same area. It just gets a little more complicated as the tier list goes on. But if you are trying to go ahead and get SS versions of these units, there's two different ways to do it. You can do an S rank raid, and if you get lucky, which is a 1 in 50 chance, you can get the SS version. That's whatever unit is. I'll tell you where all of them are available to get. And or the other way, you can go ahead and get SS rank units. At least most of them. I'll explain if it's different for any of them. You can merge them. So if you have one of every single rank, you need all the way from E to S rank of them. If you go to Leveling City and you go to the very start area in Leveling City, and I've put that in so many videos, you probably all know about it, but it's so worthwhile doing that I might as well go ahead and show you guys up on the screen right now. And that is this merging thing just over here. Definitely worth your time. Anyway, let's go on to the next one on this list. We already went into the first three. So that means that was number 20, 19, 18. And then let's go ahead and go on to number 17, which again is going to be Sharkman. A Sharkman at SS will go ahead and do 42.25 billion damage. A Emmanuel at SS, not AA, it's not a thing, will go ahead and do 52.22 billion damage. A Light Admiral at SS will go ahead and do 58.67 billion damage. And before you guys start worrying, the tier list is not me just reading through all these in order. It's actually the exact level, the exact numbers, and the exact amount of damage they do. So I have this all in the right spots. If you're trying to go ahead and get these guys, these are all just found as normal NPCs. All the way over on, if I can jump in the air and deploy my dragon, all the way over in Brum Island, which is the One Piece Island, just over there. That's where you'll find them, and the dungeons will appear over there as well. Anyway, it's time for the next one on this list, which actually is found in Leveling City, and that's the Leveling City boss of Vermilion. Now, Vermilion to 65.13 billion DPS. If you want me to show off my very nice looking SS Vermilion, which I did get from merging a bunch of them together. As it's relatively easy to get, is the worst boss in the game, and there is no ones that SS are a lot better. Here he is though, looking pretty cool though in my opinion, if I'm being honest. And now we're going to move on to the next one on this list, which is going to be us jumping all the way over to Face Hill. If you're not sure what Face Hill is, the like Schoolmaster Island over there. I'm pretty sure it's like the Bleach Island. Anyway, if you make your way over there, exact same how you get all the other ones on this list. The next ones in this video order it's going to be. You probably noticed the theme, it's always the left to right. Anyway, it's Luryu, and Luryu at SS. I'll show you how much damage it does. It does 69.24 billion. We've then got I'm not going to try to say that. And if we put that at max level, it's going to do 77.45 billion DPS. And then the next one is Genji on this list, which will go ahead and do 88 billion there, 88.01 billion if we want to be exact. And now we'll make another jump all the way over to the Ant area. Now, if not sure the Ant area is, it's basically currently a limited event, so I don't know if it's in a few months, it may not be in the game. And this event will go ahead and spawn in between the Kingdom and between the Face Hill one there. It'll spawn in this area, and there'll be a little boss in the very center of it called the Ant Queen. Let me show you where she'll spawn. And if you beat the Ant Queen, it'll normally be S rank, and if you're lucky, you'll be an SS one. And if you want to know stats on the Ant Queen, we'll go ahead and quickly show that off to you guys now. Here are stats for the Ant Queen, 89.19 billion. So it's nothing too crazy. There is some better ones in it, but it is pretty solid, to be fair, to say nonetheless. But you'll make it all the way in this big island over here. And if we quickly make our way down into here, it should take us a few seconds to do so. And as we arrive at our location, the Ant Queen will spawn here. I'm pretty sure it's when the event starts. The minute afterwards, the Ant Queen will be triggered to spawn. Anyway, we're going to go on next jump, and that's when we go back to Grass Village, and that's going to be the boss of Grass Village on this list. And Door will go ahead and do 112.66 billion DPS. And now this means we only have 8 more units to go ahead and go. And we're going to make a big jump all the way over to Lucky Kingdom. And the Lucky Kingdom ones are going to go ahead and from the bottom all the way to the top again. So that's between Sotoro, and that's going to be here, the stats. Sotoro, 113.24 billion, which is very, very similar to Doors there. We've got Michelle, which are SS. It's going to go ahead and do 124.39 billion. We have Wind, which are SS. It's going to go and do 155.49 billion DPS. And all these, of course, are found over the Lucky Kingdom. And if you're doing the dungeons on Lucky Kingdom, which are like full the ones, either an S rank and get lucky in it, or you use the merging machine and solo leveling, city or leveling city, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, now we're on to the next ones, and these are all bosses from this point forwards. And this is going to go ahead and be the Brum Island boss, which is Mifalcon. And Mifalcon and max damage is going to be 176.02 billion DPS per second. And we have another boss, which is then going to be the boss of Face Heal, which is Mercilego. And now for Mercilego and max, we're looking at 26.4 billion DPS. Yes, we're getting pretty high up, and now on to the top 3. Now, this is where it's going to get a little bit confusing, as technically, if everything was SS, this next one on the list would be the best in the game. But as of the current time of recording, if this has changed in the future, then that's out of my control. But at the current time of recording, you can only go ahead and get legendary units at G rank. So unless they're legendary, basically, best you get them as SS, and it's going to be the Time King, and the Time King and max will do 352.05 billion DPS. Now that is insane, crazy, to go ahead and say the least, just how overpowered he is there. He is a very, very strong looking unit, to say the least. Very, very tough. We've got to look at what it would look like SS. Just imagine that takes as something different instead of going ahead and saying legendary, which we do a little bit of a rise there. Here's the Time King, or what he looks like just there, which is very, very cool. Not at all shabby. He isn't actually legendary, it's just skin on him. But anyway, let's now go on to the top 2 units in the game, which if we go all the way back over to our beautiful looking index, this is going to be the one, the only Monarch. And if you're not sure how you obtain Monarch, it's found in double dungeons. It can be obtained at SS. If you get lucky, it'll be in the S one, or you can merge to get it, and that will do 278.70 billion DPS. And if you're insanely lucky, which is obviously not yet current, but it's probably like a 1 in 200, 1 in 2,000, 1 in 20,000, something along those lines it's going to be. If you get one in G rank, you're looking at 3.08 trillion DPS. And now the final one on this list, found all the way back over the Ant area, is Zyru, which by default will be obtained in SS, which at SS it does max 293 billion. And if you're lucky enough to go ahead and obtain it in G rank, you can get 3.24 trillion DPS, which is absolutely, completely and utterly insane. And hey, there's the logo for the Ant area. Anyway, if you guys did find this useful at all, please drop a like, please subscribe to the channel, and feel free to watch my other videos on this game. I have literally the most Rise crossover tutorial videos here on YouTube. So I know, check them out, and hope you guys did find this video useful. If you want to make more longer videos, please tell me down below. Anyway, see you next one. Have a good one. Also, watch this other video. Bye.